Now let's see the continuation of an FOCL algorithm. So we have already seen what is an FOCL algorithm. At the end I'll be revising it again. So up to here it was stopped in the previous video, that is how the general to specific search it is being performed in an FOCL algorithm. In an FOCL algorithm, the general to specific search it is being performed in order to get the best fit hypothesis of classifying and whether it is a cup or not by considering the domain theory of the cup, which consisted of the clause cup and the non-operators, that is stable, liftable, light, next is liftable, and the next one was open vessel. So all those was a operators, whereas the 12 attributes that has been considered that forms the operators that contributes directly to the output or the target concept. So now let's see how the general to specific search it is being performed in an FOCL algorithm in 2 steps. So in the first step, or the first operator that is being considered here, it is an operational operator. As I already told, an operational operator is the one which directly contributes to the output hypothesis or the target concept. Here, for each of the operational literal that is not a part of the hypothesis, it is going to create a specialization of H by adding a single literal to the precondition. This method it is used in an FOIL algorithm also in order to generate the candidate specialization. So understand? So here every time what we are doing to the preconditions, it is going to add a literal, and from the general hypothesis we are going or moving towards the specific hypothesis. Now I'll explain FOIL algorithm, then you can understand it well. So FOIL algorithm, it has been explained in the previous videos. So this is our FOIL algorithm. So this is the example of an FOIL algorithm. So this is our FOIL algorithm. So what we are doing here in FOIL, we are moving from general to specific hypothesis. So you can see here, this was the example we had considered. So granddaughter x comma y was the most general rule. So and these are the rule additions or the candidate additions that is meant to the precondition. So this is a precondition, or this is the first condition we had written. So this is the most general rule. By considering the possible things of this rule for this domain theory, for this example, so here I have written the specific rule. So this becomes the most specific rule. So what I have added here to this rule or the previous rule or the precondition is, so we had granddaughter of x comma y. So I had added the first literal, that is father of y comma s. Yes, if y is the granddaughter of x, then z is the father of y, and if z is the father of y, x is the father of z. And what about y then? Since it is mentioned as a granddaughter, y is a female. So every time I am adding a new literal to the preconditions, and this forms a candidate specialization. So father y comma z, it is one candidate specialization, this candidate. So every time it is added to the rule preconditions, so that we get the most specific rule. Simple, we have one rule. To that rule, that is a general rule, I have to make it more specific, like who is father, who is mother, who is a female, who is male. So that is a specific, right? So that is a specific rule from the general rule. How it is done? It is done sequentially, that it is done step by step. It is based on the Hahn classes, that is by considering the at most one positive literal or one true value. So it is being considered and it is added. So this is about FOIL algorithm. So the same thing, since our FOCL algorithm, it is an extension of an FOIL algorithm, the same concept it is being utilized. So the first operator that we are using here, it is an operational literal. So the operational literal, even though it is not a part of the hypothesis space, that is a final target concept, but it helps in generalizing a candidate specialization by adding a single literal. Single literal means father x comma z, father or female of y, that is a single literal, to the precondition. What was the initial precondition we had? That is granddaughter of x comma y. That is the initial precondition or the most general rule. So that was the first operator. Next, so in order to create, second step is, in order to create this operational operator, logically sufficient conditions for the target concept according to the domain theory, it has been considered. Now domain theory, it has been brought into the rule. Now as per the domain theory and as per the target concept, you are going to remove some of the literals from the preconditions that are unnecessary to our training data. Correct? So understand? So you are going to remove some of the literals which are not necessary, so which doesn't helps in improving the performance or which doesn't add to the accuracy. So those literals are being removed. Now let's see which are all those literals that is being removed. So now consider an example or the detailed procedure of the second operator or the second step of removal of the literals. So the FICL algorithm first selects one of the domain theory clauses whose head or the post condition matches the target concept. If there are several such clauses that is being present, it selects the clause whose body have the highest information gain relative to the training example. Now based upon the information gain, the FOCL algorithm, it is going to select the head and also the corresponding body. The head here, it is the cup, and the corresponding body, it is explained in the diagram. So I will show the diagram parallelly. So this is the diagram. So here you can see that cup, it is being considered, that is a head of the domain theory. Now cup has an handle. Now I told you the 12 attributes, it forms an operational, whereas the 3 attributes or the 3 literals, that is stable, liftable and open vessel, it forms the non-operational. So these are the attributes. Cup has an handle. Suppose it doesn't handle, whether it is fragile. Now combining all these one by one, that is step by step, since it is a sequential covering, the cup, we have written the rule, the most specific rule, that is bottom is flat, light, whether it has a concavity, and what are all the concavity points. Now this one literal, single literal, it has been considered, and again we are going to check whether some of the literals are really needed in order to get the target concept or not. So in that, bottom is flat, we need it, light, we need it, has concavity, we need it, concavity points, we need it. Now has handle, we are going to check it whether the handle is on top, whether not on top, handle is on side or not. So by checking all this, we are going to remove the attribute, that is has handle attribute, from the specific rule, from the general rule, so that we arrive at the most specific rule. So this example diagram, you have to write it. So simple it is. Instead of has handle, you can take any of the attribute of your wish. You can consider fragile, you can consider like the 12 attributes what is shown in the previous figure, in this figure. So you can consider any of the attribute, made of paper, not made of paper, light, has concavity, concavity of points, handle on top, made of ceramics, not made of ceramics. You can write this and you can finally arrive at the most specific rule. So after arriving at the specific, again you are going to check some of the attributes are not needed, so that will be removed. So this process, it is continuous and it is iterated, that's why dot is being put here. it is not a complete end. So this, it is going to repeat it until it arrives at the best hypothesis or the best prediction whether it is a cup or not. All the conditions must be satisfied, all the 12 attributes must be satisfied in order to arrive this condition. So now let's see. In general, I have explained the FOCL. So now let's see step by step. So you can see here, so this is an example we have considered. The domain theory of the cup I have considered. So this forms the most general rule. Now in this most general rule, these are non-operational, so I should not consider, because this doesn't directly contribute to my output. So instead of that, I am going to consider the 12 attributes. In 12 attributes, I have considered only few attributes. Okay, so now what is meant by unfolding? So you can see that in a domain theory, the stable, that is, a bottom is flat, it is used to substitute operational bottom is flat for the unoperable or an non-operable stable condition. So this process, it is called as unfolding. So understand, we know that for a cup to be stable, so what we need, what is the attribute that indicates a cup to be stable? Bottom is flat, correct? So for a cup to be stable, bottom has to be flat. Now for a cup to be liftable, the cup has to be graspable and light. So graspable in the sense it must have an handle and light. So this forms an unfolding, that is, in place of a non-operational operator, you are applying an operational operator, corresponding operational operator. So where it is shown in the previous example, or it is written in the domain theory. So it is written in the domain theory. So based on this, I have formulated the rule here. So now this forms an unfolding procedure, where in an unfolding procedure from the general rule, I have arrived at some specific rule. Now at the final step of generating a candidate specialization, again the sufficient condition is needed. So in order to need a sufficient condition, or in order to get the best hypothesis, we are going to remove some of the attributes. That process, it is called as pruning. So pruning, it is nothing but removing some of the literals or attributes which is not needed and which does not contribute to the accuracy. So here you can see that I know that a cup to be stable, it is bottom should be flat. A cup to be liftable, bottom, my cup should be graspable. Graspable in the sense it should have an handle, cup should have an handle, and it should be light. So this has an handle, it is not sufficient, only light is enough to indicate cup is liftable, correct? So that's why I am going to remove has handle in the final or the specific rule. I hope you understood. This is about your FOCL algorithm. So the final step in an FOCL algorithm, the process is iterated until it gains the best hypothesis or the best fit prediction. It has been done. So this is about an FOCL algorithm. So now I'll revise it again. So what is an FOCL algorithm? FOCL algorithm, it is nothing but a first order combined learner. So what is combining here? It is combining the procedure of an FOIL algorithm with an FOCL algorithm. So FOCL algorithm, it is an extension of an FOIL algorithm. FOCL and an FOIL, both it is going to apply an sequential governing and an Horn classes. So in both the method, we are going to arrive from a general rule or from a general hypothesis to a specific hypothesis, thus by generating a candidate specialization. Now the difference between FOIL and an FOCL is that only the difference here is based upon the steps, means how we are arriving from general to specific search. So we know that in an FOIL algorithm, candidate specialization will be generated, and every time a single new literal will be added to the precondition in order to get the candidate specialization. Now in order to explain about the FOCL algorithm, we are going to consider the domain theory of cup. So you have to write the domain theory here. So what is the domain theory is, so this is a domain theory of the cup. A cup to be stable, a cup to be liftable, cup to be open vessel. So these are all the conditions. So what are all the 12 attributes that is present? These are all the 12 attributes. We say that these are operable and these are stable, liftable and open vessel or non-operable. So operable are the one which relates directly to the target concept. These are non-operable. So based upon the weight we are going to get the best fit. Now at each step what we are doing here is general to specific hypothesis. So it is done in 2 steps. First step is operational operator or an operational literal. So what is an operational literal is? So our operational literal, it is same as our FOIL algorithm. Next, in the second step we are going to perform pruning. Pruning, it is nothing but removing some of the literals which are unnecessary to the training example. So in order to study that you have to write this diagram. Finally write this diagram. After writing that diagram, so this forms the general rule. This forms the general rule. Now these are non-operational. We have a 12 attributes that are operational. An unfolding is performed. In an unfolding, each of the non-operational operator, it is related to an operational operator. So we will observe that in order to say that a cup is liftable, it is related to a graspable. What is meant by graspable? A cup has to have an handle and cup is light. So we know that only this condition, that is a cup is light, is sufficient in order to fold it as a liftable. So that's why I'll remove this has handle. And this process, it is called as a pruning in order to get the specific rule. So this is a final specific rule. So this is about an FOCL algorithm.